this is gonna be my first reaction video, and you know what? What better way to do a reaction video than to do one with Guga Foods? You know what I'm saying? I watch Guga a lot. I'm a foodie. I love to cook. You're gonna see some cooking on my channel, and yeah, I promise I'm gonna have the mic better. All right. This is just kind of a test video in a way because I just got my whole new setup and everything. And, you know, throughout everything, I'm going to have vlogs. So, anyway, let's get right into the reaction. All right.
For today's video, things are gonna get quite weird because in the beginning of this video, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but by the end, you're gonna wanna make this more than steak. Let me explain. You see, everything started off
I'm
normal,
tired of
as
chicken
these are
right
two
now.
regular chicken breasts.
Shit.
Now, I've been eating a lot of chicken lately. It's less calories,
Yeah,
keeps
me
you in
too.
shape, but it doesn't taste that great. So I've been on a mission to try to improve it. That's where
I've
this comes
done
in.
everything.
Honey. Now I'm just using grocery store honey, but there are so many different benefits whenever you eat honey. It is insane. But even
Got
though
that
it's really
real
good
shit
for
over
you, I
here.
care about one thing. Is it gonna make my chicken breast taste better? Well, we're about to find out right now. Because the first thing I needed to do was to cover my whole entire chicken breast with it. The more, the better. But there's a problem. As you can see, the honey just completely falls off. So I went ahead and grabbed the container, added a little bit to the bottom, placed my chicken breast in there, and filled it up all the way to the top. As now I was gonna let that chicken marinate in the refrigerator for 1 week. Once the time was up, I took it off and look. Oh no. You can clearly see that it started floating.
Oh,
But maybe the
shit.
most interesting thing for me was the honey. It became watery. But that was just on the surface, because when I dig deep, check it out. There was still honey on the bottom.
Wait. Say what now? Hold on. I think I missed something. I think I was like dazing off. Sorry, I'm high.
Once the time was up, I took it off and look. Oh
How
no.
long?
Breast in there and filled it up all the way
How
to the
long did he
top.
say?
As now I was gonna let that chicken marinate in the refrigerator for 1 week. Once
A
the time
week,
was up, I
right?
took it
Okay.
off and look. Oh no. You can clearly see that
No,
it
that
started
makes total
floating. But maybe the
sense.
most interesting thing for me was the honey. It became watery.
No,
But
no,
that was
no,
just
no,
on the
no, no,
surface.
no.
Because
Hey,
when I
look.
dig deep, check it out. There was still honey on the bottom. So I wasn't sure what to do
No
next. I thought
shit,
maybe I
bro.
just ruined the chicken breast.
Come on, Google. Google, you supposed to know better than this, bro. Yo, if you just put a piece of chicken breast in the thing, yes, it gets dry when you cook it, but obviously that means because the moisture evaporates. But if you just got a piece of raw chicken breast, no shit, it's gonna mix with the honey. And I'm pretty sure the proteins in the chicken is gonna help the honey. I mean, it's kind of like almost like a fat with fat type of thing, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
So I went ahead and slowly removed it from the container. And
Yeah,
when I
see, it's
did,
still
check it
honey.
out. I've never seen anything like it. But what really surprised me was the smell. Have you ever smelled chicken? It's horrible. But this one was wonderful. It truly smelled like honey baked ham. And as I'm feeling the chicken breast, the underside is actually a little bit
So it
harder, which it seemed like it
preserved
was
it.
cured. That is not
Yeah,
necessarily
it
a
cured
bad
it, I
thing.
mean.
But that got me thinking. Cured meat can be eaten raw. Should I eat this chicken breast just like this?
Do
Because
it.
if the smell is any
Do
indication,
it.
this thing is going to be delicious. But then I thought, the top part didn't get cured at all, so we
Nah.
might as well go ahead and cook it. So I tried to clean it as best as I
Nah,
could
he
in some
wasn't
paper
gonna do
towel.
that shit.
Because
But
this is the
yeah, I mean,
first world
no, but
cured
I don't
chicken
know, not
breast with
honey.
honey. And I have a feeling
If
that
it,
it's going
if,
to taste
if it was
very
honey
good,
and
especially if
salt,
the smell is an indication of it. But remember, in the beginning I had 2 chicken breasts. For the second one, I'm not curing it at all. That's because I'm making this, a delicious garlic honey sauce that is phenomenal. And to make it, it's super simple. Into a pan, I threw in some garlic, followed by a tiny bit of water and a generous amount of honey. Mix that up real good, and my sauce was ready. It's that simple. I'll be using this to baste my chicken breast. Talking about that, instead of cooking only
garlic,
2, I'm
yep,
gonna go
yep.
ahead and do
Should
3,
have
and
added a
here's
little
why.
ginger
The
in there,
first one I'll be
maybe.
seasoning with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Nothing else.
Wait,
But the real experiment is the other 2, and I'm
and actually, hold on. I'm no trained chef, but I know what tastes good, so just take it from there, all right?
Gonna season them exactly the same, which is a generous amount of barbecue rub. However, the one in the
Yeah.
middle will get that wonderful sauce we made previously. Because now that these chicken breasts are ready, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And if you like corn, you're gonna
Good.
love this one, as
Oh
this is called
my God.
cachapa, and it is
Damn
absolutely
it, Guga.
delicious. And
You
here's how to
just
make it. You can fill the cachapa with any type of meat you like, or you can just use cheese and no meat.
what did
But
he
since
call
today
it?
we're fill the cachapa, and it is, and if you like corn, you're gonna love this one, as this is called cachapa, and it is absolutely delicious.
Kachapa. Kachapa, kachapa, kachapa. Kachapa, kachapa, kachapa. Sweet corn pancakes. Popular in Venezuela. All right. Yeah. I like that. It's like a it's like a stuffed pupusa with cheese over top of it. What the fuck? All right. I'm down. Go on.
And here's how to make it. You can fill the cachapa with any type of meat you like, or you can just use cheese and no meat. But since today we're cooking that crazy chicken breast, I went ahead and grabbed these steaks. They will be perfect for it. First thing to do is to get them seasoned. I kept the seasoning super simple, only a tiny bit of salt and that's it, nothing else. Because now it's time to cook it, and for that I'll be using my wireless thermometer. So I just threw the steaks in my smoker and closed it up. As now we gotta use this, corn. Having the fresh stuff is definitely better. So I went ahead and took out the kernels, threw it in the blender, followed by some salt, an egg, and sugar.
Bro, it's corn. All right. I've had fresh corn. I've literally had corn straight out of the garden. On Thanksgiving, opened a can of corn and popped it in the pot and turned the heat on for a few minutes. Still just as good. It's corn, yo. It's corn. Come on.
Cover the top and blend it on high. You're basically making a dough out of corn. This is the consistency you're looking for, as now it's time to cook it. For this, I highly recommend.
In fact, yeah. Wait a minute. You see that? See that? In fact, I'm willing to say I'd rather do that with the canned corn than the fresh corn. Let's see. I don't know. Because, I mean, he said he's making a dough out of it.
Egg and sugar. Cover the top and blend it on high. You're basically making a dough out of corn. This is the consistency you're looking for, as now it's time to cook it. For this, I highly recommend using a cast iron skillet. So you first want to add a generous amount of butter. As soon as it starts browning up, go ahead and add the corn mix. You want to let this cook under medium-low heat. Keep forming the shape to make it nice and round. As once one side is cooked, go ahead and flip the whole thing. Repeat the process little by little, as in the end you want to set it aside and reserve. Because by this time the steaks were ready. So I went ahead and sliced the whole thing. And as you can see, as juicy as it gets, but most importantly nice and smoky, which was exactly what I was looking for. Now to build it. So I want to go ahead and add the corn mix first, followed by this cheese, fresh Venezuelan cheese.
And canned corn is cheaper than buying a bag of masa or maseca or whatever this shit is. Like, just get some canned corn. You can probably make a few of these shits. Canned corn, some cheap meat, big ass thing of cheese. Man, dog.
Now, if you're not able to find this kind of cheese, you can use anything you like. The fresher the cheese, the better it's going to be. Because as you can clearly see, on top goes a generous amount of that steak. As then you want to close the whole thing up, and on top of that, you want to add some nata. But I understand it's hard to find. You can also use mascarpone, which is widely available. To finish it up, you want to go ahead and shred some fresh cheese. Oh yes, my friends, this is a cheese bomb. And believe me when I tell you, it is phenomenal. The only thing left to do is to go ahead and enjoy it. But before we do so, remember today's experiment. The chicken breasts went
Oh
through a
yeah,
sweet
I
treatment,
forgot
and now
this
that
was a
they're
chicken
ready, the
video,
only thing
man.
left to do
Guga,
was to cook them. So I went ahead and placed them all inside of the smoker, closed the lid, and right at
Guga
half
with
point. The
his
middle one I basted with
damn
that garlic
side
honey we
dishes,
made
man.
previously. I kept doing
Good
so every 5
God.
minutes, because in the end, check it out. I was left with 3 beautiful chicken breasts, and our true experimental one with something else. I mean, take a look at it when I sliced. But the question is, will it be better than the one that I just basted with honey? What about the standard one that was just smoked with salt and pepper and garlic powder? Well, we're about to
It's
find out
chicken,
right
yo.
now. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to eat. So let's do it.
All right, everybody, and today we got our beautiful chicken, gentlemen, huh?
Those two words don't go together, Guga.
Come on, man, you guys just haters. Why you don't like chicken? Is good,
No,
man.
ever since you lost all the weight, Guga, you've been eating a lot of chicken. Now you're forcing us to eat chicken.
Yeah, I want to be able to make the best chicken in the world.
I'm not looking at the chicken. I'm looking at
Yeah,
that side
you can
dish.
still
I see
be at a
some-
good
some
weight
steak over
and-
there. I'm excited for that.
And
So,
not only
of course,
eat
I have to
chicken.
do steak side dish, everybody. That's important. That way, the guys will be happy. This is called cachapa. Shout out to all my Venezuelan friends out there, everybody. I hope we did it right. Let me know in the comments down below. If I mess up anything, I would love to know. But first, we're going to go with the chicken. That's a palate cleanser, okay? Let me know your honest opinion, and we're obviously going to start right here. Please dig in, gentlemen. By the way, all of these chickens are nicely smoked.
This is
Yeah?
the thing
I
that
was gonna
Guga
say, it has
does.
a-
You smell it right away?
It smells smoky,
Well,
yeah.
all
All
those
right, enough talking. Let's give it a
experiments.
try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This is why
The smoke.
The perfect amount of salt. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I think the other good thing about smoking chicken is that it stays nice and juicy inside. Sometimes
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
cook it with charcoal, it can
Yeah.
be a little bit easy to dry it out, but like
But
this
yeah.
is perfectly juicy on the inside, almost bark-like crust on the outside, and it's well seasoned. This is good.
You like?
I love
This is what
actually
Guga's
pretty
been
good.
doing
I was
lately.
actually a little worried about it, but it works very well. That smoke is amazing.
he said he was a little worried about the smoked chicken. Come on, man. Well, I guess he didn't know, but still, it's like, come on, bro. How could you not like it? But yeah, this is what Guga does. He does these experiments and shit, and there's always the control. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know who this dude is, but he seemed like he'd never been on a Guga video or seen a Guga video. The first one is always the control. Come on. You know, they're gonna have the second one and they're gonna do a side dish. Watch. I think that's what they're gonna do.
So grilling is harsher and then smoking is more gentle on the piece of meat because it cooks slower at lower temperature. I like. You like?
I love. Can't believe I'm saying this, but this is a fantastic chicken.
Fantastic chicken, salt, pepper, garlic powder, nothing else. The control doesn't get easier than that. Let's see the next one. Let me know if it's good or bad. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers. It feels softer.
Much softer actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't feel a lot of seasoning on this. Like there's
Yeah.
Less seasoning than the
a
previous
little
one.
blander.
Okay.
It has a kind of similar flavor to the previous one, but like a hint of sweetness there.
Yeah.
And it's much softer than the last one. It's very surprising.
Yeah.
It's a lot more tender.
It's a lot more
Do
tender.
they
It's a
do
lot more
this for the
juicy
camera,
and
yo?
also a hint of sweet.
Are they doing this shit for the camera? They can't tell that that's honey. Garlic honey. Like garlic honey is like you would know that flavor when you're tasting it, bro. Especially with a chicken breast, because it's gonna soak up all of that.
Sweetness you guys like?
Well, then again, he threw it on the grill. So yeah, the honey probably just slipped off and only left a little bit on the outside. It didn't really penetrate the meat. The garlic didn't have time to penetrate the meat. I'm curious of how the one that sat in honey for a week. I mean, it's gotta be good, right? But I would say, yeah, he should have done the garlic honey with the garlic. But
I like it actually.
I'm wondering what's going to happen with the third one because as you can see the color on the third one,
It looks drastically different.
it looks quite different. But first, since you guys have been true troopers, let's go ahead and try cachapa, everybody.
That's what I'm excited for.
Shout out to all my Venezuelan friends out there. Okay, Leo, grab it. There's not a lot of cheese here.
bro, the chicken. Throw the honey chicken in the cachapa. You want to feel good and be like, oh, I don't do red meat. No, I'm not on the red meat no more. There you go. Do this. Do this. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Just
Get
a
that
little
shit
bit. Give me your honest opinion on this one because it is corn based. I love it. I want to know your honest opinion. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Oh wow.
See?
Oh man, that's so good.
See?
It's sweet. It's creamy. It's
Straight
smoky.
up.
And also, this is the key right here to everybody.
All you
Obviously,
missing
the
is
corn
just
is delicious.
like
It's a tremendous amount of flavor, but
some thin sliced potatoes, like thin sliced, like just pan fried potatoes with the meat, with that beef. With chicken, I'd probably say like, hell, bacon. Chicken and bacon with the corn, but it's corn, so my mind automatically wants to go to potatoes, you know, or even throw some spinach in there if you want the greens and stuff, and you're on the low carb shit. But staying away from starches, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
get your hands on this. What do you think, Leo? wanna
I
know.
think this
And I don't know
might
what
be my
that
favorite
cheese
side dish
is,
of the year.
but
Really?
This
Wow.
is the
It's funny,
freaking
the
delicious,
cheese is
guys.
thicker
The
than
dough
the-
is so nice because it's not like soft. It's a little bit crumbly, and you can taste the corn in it. The cheese is uber gooey, and there's like a little bit of a
Uber
sauce here on
gooey.
top that has a little bit of tang.
Uber
The meat though
gooey.
is ridiculous. The smoked steak on this is
Yeah.
tang. The cheese is uber gooey, and there's like a little bit of a sauce here on top that has a little bit of tang. The meat
Uber
though
gooey.
is ridiculous. The smoked steak on this is
Yeah.
tender and flavorful as hell.
It's not
Look,
the
they're
traditional
talking up
version.
the
It is my
side
take, but
dish.
I gotta be honest. It's good.
Well, it's amazing.
It's way better than that chicken.
All right, fair enough. I want to know the third chicken, all right? Because as you can clearly see, it looks slightly different.
Yeah, that's the experiment.
Slightly
Okay.
different, you say?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. That looks like chicken jerky or something. Man.
Yes, it does look like chicken jerky. When I cut it to everybody, it's a little bit, I'm not going to say nothing. Let's go. All right, dig in.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
this just feels dry on my fork.
It feels dry. It feels very dry, everybody. So I think it no longer became chicken. It became something else. But we're going to let you know like it is. Let's see. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Wow, it's actually really good. I
It's
enjoy
not
it.
bad.
It's not bad at all.
Oh, I don't hate it, but it is drier.
It's so different than the other chickens.
Oh, it has so much flavor.
Yeah.
The bark has all that sweetness.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. I thought it was gonna be terrible, but that's not bad at all.
Boy,
I
why would
guess
you
whatever
think
you
it'd be
did
terrible?
to the crust,
It's
it
funny.
created like a thick, crispy, caramelized layer of sweetness. So when you bite into the chicken, that's that first thing that you taste, and that sweet flavor is freaking delicious.
Wow.
It is dry.
It's like towards jerky. That's what it is. It's much dry. It's not like a regular chicken. And if you love chicken jerky, you're gonna absolutely love this. This is so good for what it is. By the way, I aged it
So-
in honey.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
honey?
So
Yes,
yeah.
that's the sweetness you had, but not too sweet, right?
At all. It's not too
So
sweet.
I
And the honey pulls out
wonder
all
if
the
you ate
moisture
shit.
from the chicken, and the honey became kind of wet and weird. But that works extremely well, and I like a lot better than the second one.
The texture of this last chicken is a little bit different, but what it lacks in texture more than makes up in flavor, and that is the best
still
tasting
gotta-
by far.
Yeah, 100.
Still gotta watch
That's your favorite one.
For today's video, that's my favorite.
But those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take
Speaking of that, yeah. If you're not a subscriber, then become a subscriber. All right. Like the video, notifications, all that good stuff. All right. This is my first damn reaction video. I'm wondering, hell, I might even do another Guga because I like the boiled brisket and Coca-Cola. So, hey, look, I don't have a bunch of subscribers. I don't have a bunch of listeners or watchers or whatever the fuck y'all want to be fans. Y'all people. So, hey, check me out. And I'll see you on the next one, bro.